What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 2 of the Ultimate League. And in this episode we are firstly going to be receiving the Scout Future Star that I've sent from my other account, and also the financial takeover, of course, and we are going to be accepting them. And that means that we will hopefully get a really good young player, as a lot of people did suggest in the first episode to get Scout Future Star, and you can see there confirmation that I do have 52 million to spend now. So if you have any suggestions of players that you want me to buy, leave it in the comments down below. I'm going to be going in this episode to buy players that you suggested in the first episode, and of course the first one being Memphis Depay, and I think I do offer 5 million in this deal, and hopefully that is enough to secure his services. I think it will be, because he looks like a really solid player, and one that will do very well for us. But I wasn't really sure who to offer, and then in the end I don't think I actually offered a player, because it wasn't really worth offering one. And you know, £25,000 a week, that's not much to pay for one of the best youngsters there is out there. And also going for Sergi Roberto as well, from FC Barcelona. He looks like quite a good player, and I thought I might be able to get him on the cheap because he might be out of favour at Barcelona, but I don't know about that. Maybe he might be a little bit more expensive than I thought, because 5 million is pretty expensive, 5 to 7 million for what is not the best player at this moment in time. But he's only 21, so he's still got a lot of growth in him. And of course I was also interested in a centre back. We do need to improve our defence more than anything else, and I was interested in the Anderlecht centre back, Nui Tink, I think that's how you say it, or Nutink. And he has got a lot of potential in him. He's only 23 as well. And of course I'm going to be going for Alex Butner as well, although his wages are very high actually. I didn't actually realise that at the time. I am going to be offering 4 million for Alex Butner, the out of favour left back at Man United, and hopefully I'll be able to pick him up and get him straight away and put him into the left back spot, and that will provide some competition for Daily Blind. But of course, any players you do suggest I will try and sign. Maybe not in this episode, of course, because I've already recorded it, but definitely in the next episode. That is why I haven't recorded all of this in one go, because what I want to do is I want to get your guys' feedback, and well, the feedback from episode 1 was absolutely incredible. 75 likes. I was not expecting that now, and I just want to thank all of you guys that have given me all that support on that first episode. Hopefully you'll enjoy this episode too, and we get our first signing here after the financial takeover, and that is Memphis Depay, and he's going to go straight into the team, probably on the bench, because Fisher's got a little bit more potential than him. Victor Fisher's got about, I think it's about 90 potential, but I also go out and get a 5-star scout as well, Marcus Ring, and I'll probably be sending him out to Sweden, see if he can find any Swedish talent out there, and hopefully he can. But I'm still yet to hear back from my scout, from my Scout Future Star scout, so hopefully he'll find someone that's a little bit better than the one in the Bristol Rovers Carimo series, because in the Bristol Rovers Carimo series we got a Portuguese centre back who was 53 overall, which is just absolutely awful. But I also do sign Massimo Bruno, I think it is here, and of course I'm also going to try and sign Vadis Odigia Afoe, and I'm just going to call him Afoe from now on, because I'm just going to butcher that name every single day of the week. But I am sending our Swedish scout out to his home country to see if he can find some good talent, and I'm hoping that he will, because he is at his home country and he's got 5-star judgment and 5-star experience. But look at this. For our first match in this Ultimate League, we are up against Real Madrid. That's probably the hardest, one of the hardest, if not the hardest challenge in this first game in the Ultimate League, and it's going to be very difficult for me to win this game, as they do have Gareth Bale now, and they also have Ronaldo, and they also have a lot of other great players. They've got Benzema up front. They've just got such a solid midfield, and their defence is really good as well, with Varane and of course Sergio Ramos. So it's going to be a very hard match, and if I'm going to try and win this match, I'm going to have to play it safe, and that's what I did realise. I tried to play it very safe in this match, because I realised that I wasn't going to win this easily if I was even going to win it, despite the fact that I am at home. Just look at this passing play. I just can't do anything about that. They're just ripping me to shreds and almost getting a very early goal there in the 11th minute. But luckily, I do manage to clear that away. But the thing is, this team isn't solid enough at the moment. And the goalkeeper's pretty good. Vermeer's pretty good in goal, but it's very shaky in defence. Like, against teams like Real Madrid, it's going to be very difficult. Look, that's a great save there, but we should be getting that rebound. We should be clearing that away. But the defence just has no clue what they're doing, and that is why I am going for the Anderlecht centre-back, as I think that would be a really good idea. And if you do have any ideas for defenders, then do let me know down in the comment section below, because I will definitely need defenders, but make sure they're realistic and not like Sergio Ramos or something like that, because I'm not going to be going for him, obviously. Someone that's realistic enough for my budget, because I don't want to be signing players that just waste all my wage budget and are on 200 grand a week, because there's no point in that. And I want the team to feel a bit more balanced, and that doesn't mean that I can't go for high rated players. It just means that I don't want to be going for world class players that probably won't go to Ajax in real life. And you can see here, that is a great save from Vermeer, and I think that might have been Casemiro on the volley there. That was a really good shot from him and a great save, and that prevented us from going 2-0 down. But this match was very, very difficult, and this was probably the best chance that we did have in the game. Bojan using his really good dribbling and his pace to get past the defender on that left back spot. That might have been Coentrao, but the header's easily saved by Casillas. That is a really good instinctive save, and it's really unfortunate because right here, look at this dribbling from Ronaldo. I can't really do much about that, and a cross into the middle, and that should have been cleared. Gareth Bale is not that tall. I think he's 6 foot, but I'm pretty sure Moisander is 6'1", 6'2". He really should be getting to that, and that shouldn't have been 2-0 for sure. And we're off to a very bad start in this Ultimate League, and the harsh reality is really that we are nowhere near going to get this BPL title under our belt, especially this season after that performance against Real Madrid. You can see they did deserve to win 7 shots, 5 on target to my 2 and 2. And I guess you could say that we really didn't have a very good start in that game, and if I was going to do anything different, I would have to win the next game, and that was against Juventus. So this next game is going to have to be a must-win game, and you can see there that the contract offer is accepted, and we do have a new centre-back, which is a bit of a relief because I didn't want to go into the Juventus game with a lack of centre-backs. And you can see there Vadis Odija Afoe is now part of the club, and he's going to be taking that central, well actually no, I'm not going to put him as a holding midfielder. I'm going to put him out next to CM De Jong. I think he'd be really good there, and then I'm going to put Anita behind them because Anita's actually a really good player. He may not be the tallest, but he's got good passing on him, and his defending's pretty decent as well for a CDM, and especially a CDM of his calibre. His physical stats are pretty decent as well, especially his stamina. I do like to have good stamina in players because otherwise it's going to be very hard for me to get players with full fitness when I have fixtures that are kind of close to each other, if that makes sense. But we're going into this game against Juventus at the Juventus Stadium, and it's going to be a very, very difficult match for us to win. They have another solid squad, but all of the teams in this league have a solid squad apart from me, and that's what makes it a challenge, and that's kind of what makes it a reason why we may get relegated. But we're not the only team that have got off to a bad start. I'm pretty sure Napoli haven't got off to the greatest of starts, and I probably should have showed the league table there. And Atletico Madrid there are beating Barcelona, which is a massive surprise. But look at this here in the 45th minute. Afoe on his debut scoring with his right foot. This guy is absolutely quality. He's so good in Ultimate Team, and he's even better in career mode. Pick him up if you can. And if you're doing a career mode and want a solid central midfielder, this is your man. Look at that. Really lovely finish. I think that was Storari in goal. Don't know why they weren't playing Buffon. Buffon's a much better keeper than Storari. But luckily for me, Arturo Vidal did get injured. One of their quality players in the team. And that was a bit of a worry for them, really. Not a worry for me because I did the kickoff glitch and I almost got away with it. But Storari making probably the best save of the game. And he was having a bit of a shaky game as well as the Juventus defence. And that was probably because they didn't have their captain Chiellini at the back, and they were really shaky generally, to be honest. They had Peluso at the back. They also had Ogbonna, so I guess that's not really too bad, but they lost a big man in Chiellini. I think he might have gone to Manchester United, which is a big loss for them, man. You can see they almost got back into the game there. I think that might have been Pirlo playing him through, and a great save there at the near post once again from Vermeer. He's been playing very well, despite the fact that we did lose the first game. He played very well in that match against Real Madrid, and very well indeed. And just before the end of the game, in the 84th minute, Bojan gets a very, very nice goal there, cutting inside, fooling the defender. That might have been Cáceres actually, and a really nice finish into the bottom left-hand corner. Really good goal with his left foot, and that makes it 2-0, and a massive surprise in this game. We come out on top against Juventus. Really good goal there from Bojan. He's probably one of my favourite players so far, and I might be looking to purchase him at the end of the season on a permanent deal from Barcelona. But that does wrap up this episode. We do win the game 2-0, and if you have enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more. If we can hit 40 likes on this episode, I'll upload another episode of Career Mode tomorrow. So 40 likes for another episode of Career Mode tomorrow, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.